Hey everyone, welcome back to Old Chales, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins and currency. Today we're exploring the 1974 United States Kennedy half-dollar, a piece of American history that many of you may have in your collection or even tucked away in a drawer. If you've been wondering about the value of this coin and what makes it special, then stay tuned. Before we talk value, let's get into some history. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar was minted to honor the legacy of President John F. Kennedy, and the coin has become an iconic part of American numismatics. The series began in 1964, following Kennedy's assassination, and was designed by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparro. Their portraits of Kennedy on the obverse and the presidential seal on the reverse have become instantly recognizable. However, by 1974, these coins were no longer made with silver. They were composed of a copper-nickel blend, making them affordable to produce but not particularly valuable in terms of metal content. Now, let's look at the details. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar has a copper-nickel composition, weighing 11.34 grams with a diameter of 30.6 millimeters. You'll typically Philadelphia. There were a few proofs produced in San Francisco that carry the S Mint mark, so keep an eye out for that. Let's talk about production numbers too. This coin had an enormous mintage. There were over 201 million produced in Philadelphia and 79 million in Denver. On top of that, around 2.6 million proof coins were struck in San Francisco for collectors. With such high numbers, finding a circulated 1974 half-dollar isn't too hard. However, condition plays a big role in value. Like most coins, condition is everything. Collectors often seek coins in uncirculated or proof condition. A typical circulated 1974 half-dollar won't fetch more than face value, which is 50 cents. Unless it's in exceptional condition. But if you have an uncirculated version, you might see it valued anywhere between $1 and $5, depending on the grade. Proof coins in PR65 or higher condition can be worth more, generally in the range of $5 to $10 to get the best value. Your coin should ideally be in mint state condition, or at least close to it. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC can certify your coin's grade, which can. Checking the "In God We Trust" and the Liberty inscriptions. If you see a doubling effect in these areas, you might have a valuable coin. Some of these double die coins have sold for over $50 or more, depending on the condition. 1974-D half-dollar and one with the double die obverse error. Use close-up shots of the text to highlight the doubling. Another rare error is the planchet error, where the coin might be struck on a wrong planchet, causing a thinner or thicker appearance. Though rare, these can be worth quite a bit to the right collector. So, in summary, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is usually worth its face value in circulated condition. But if you find one in uncirculated condition or with an error, its value can rise significantly. Remember to check for that 1974D double die obverse if you have a Denver minted coin, and consider getting it graded if it's in great shape. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar. A brief history. The Kennedy half-dollar, first minted in 1964, was created as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy. Following his assassination on November 22, 1963, the American people mourned his sudden loss, and there was a national desire to commemorate his life and legacy. Just a few weeks after his passing, Congress acted quickly to create a half-dollar coin in his honor, replacing the Benjamin Franklin half-dollar that had been in circulation since 1948. The Kennedy half-dollar became an instant symbol of national unity and respect for the fallen president. When it was first released in 1964, the coins were minted with 90% silver, adding to their allure as both a currency and a collector's item. However, due to the high demand and increasing silver prices, the composition was changed to 40% silver from 1965 to 1970. By 1971, the U.S. Mint switched to a more cost-effective copper-nickel alloy, and the Kennedy half-dollar lost its intrinsic silver value. This non-silver composition carried over into the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar, making it accessible to the public as a regular circulating coin. 1974, the Kennedy half-dollar had become well established in U.S. coinage. Although it was no longer a primary piece of everyday currency like dimes and quarters, the Kennedy half-dollar was still widely used in casinos, vending machines, and as a collector's item. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar was minted in large quantities, with over 201 million coins produced in addition to the circulation strikes. Around 2.6 million proof coins were produced at the San Francisco Mint, which are marked with an S. and made specifically for collectors. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar isn't considered rare due to its high mintage numbers, but collectors still value it, especially in mint condition or with specific error varieties. The most famous 1974 error is the 1974D doubled die obverse, where certain parts of the text, like "In God We Trust" or "Liberty," appeared doubled. This error resulted from a misalignment during the die-making process, creating a distinctive doubling effect that collectors prize. Coins with this doubling error can fetch a premium over the standard 1974D Kennedy half dollar, especially if the coin is in high. The Kennedy half dollar remains a symbol of American history and is still in production today, although it's no longer widely circulated. Since 2002, the U.S. Mint has produced it primarily for collectors rather than general circulation. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar stands as a piece of American history that many collectors treasure, capturing a period of transition for both the U.S. Mint and the American people's ongoing remembrance of President Kennedy's legacy. Understanding edition and grading for the 1974 Kennedy half dollar. The value of a 1974 Kennedy half dollar largely depends on its condition, which refers to the coin's state of preservation. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, heavily worn to mint state, no wear, as if freshly minted. Grading a coin accurately can help determine its market value, especially for collectors. Let's break down the key condition categories for the 1974 Kennedy half dollar and what to look for at each level. Most 1974 Kennedy half dollars that you'll find are in circulated condition, meaning they've been used in everyday transactions. These coins will show noticeable wear, especially on the high points of the design, such as Kennedy's cheek, hair, and jawline, as well as on the details of the presidential seal on the reverse. Here's a look at the grades in circulated condition. Coins are ones that have never been used in commerce and therefore show no wear. However, even uncirculated coins can have minor imperfections from the minting process. Mint state coins are graded from MS60 to MS70, with the latter representing a perfect coin. Brilliant luster with minimal contact marks and no discoloration.